Alright, what is up everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and today we are giving it another attempt at the bow only run, not because of the difficulty of the run itself, but the difficulty of OBS Streamlabs. For whatever reason, it's acting up and crazy, and I'm not sure why, but I keep saying, messages about keyframes, this and that. I've changed them at length, pretty much ad nauseum. And I'm hoping that we're going to be having a nice clean stream, so I do apologize for all of these starts and stops, but we are just paces away from Markiona's birdcage, and we're going to be taking her on using only a bow. This run does include not only the base game, but the DLC. When we got to Chapter 5 on our New Game Plus file at Legendary Stalker difficulty, we did a poll, and everybody wanted me to jump into the DLC. So we're going to be jumping into the DLC really quickly, completing that, and then going back from the Path of the Pilgrim and onward. Remember that in New Game Plus, you're able to actually go through and access the DLC much earlier. So without further ado, let's get started and see if we can get something going here. We've got James D. Bartholomew the 6th. Let's just subscribe. Thank you so much. We did try multiple times to defeat Markiona, and we got pretty close. So I think that we have a chance. I think today's our chance. Today's the big day, right? Oh, I looked at chat. Why didn't I do that? Okay, that was scary. I don't have my HUD on. I don't have my HUD on. Oh my god, that's what I get for doing more videos. Ugh. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Shoot. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Good enough.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Oh, she's good breakdance fighting. We gotta run away. Okay, lovely. Go! Alright, mama. Yeah, what the heck? I was anticipating a much faster strike from the puppet, but I'm okay with that. Oh, don't be mean. Yep. Whenever you are trying to spam heal when she does that combo, she will often try and finish you off with that. So don't worry. Don't worry about that. We don't worry about that. All right, so I did change it to 2 keyframes. For the longest time, I'd been running at 0, but for whatever reason, I was getting just tons of issues in yesterday's stream, so we've updated it. I hope that it looks good for you guys. Let me know if for whatever reason it seems different or not as good or whatever. I'm just trying to constantly improve, so. All right. Breakdance, attack. All right, there you go.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with
There you
their
go.
lives.
We're gonna no damage this? I'm just kidding. That'd be great. Oh my gosh. Ah, slam. Yep. Of course you would. She's mad because I started off really good. Are you gonna breakdance fight? No, you're not. Okay. And no. Ah. Face. Excellent dodges, by the way. Oh! That's the grab attempt. We gotta get our stamina back. We're hurting right now. Oh my god. Don't do it. Okay, can you chill with that for a second? She just has all the stamina right now. All the poise. I'm going for it, guys. I don't care. Oh my gosh. So she does a hell of a finisher, and that's what that was there. Whenever you're pretty much one shot, she will go for that secondary hit that's just a rush, and then she hits you with the orbs. She's not very nice, and that's okay though. How's everybody doing in chat? I'm refreshing chat. I don't see anything coming through just yet, but let's go for some damage. Fire damage.
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was.
Why did I go for that shot? Now that I have the ability to burn, I'm like, nah, let's not even do it at all. Let's just completely flub it up. I do wish you could interrupt your own attack. When he does this flurry there, it gets really tough to be able to do any kind of perfect guard. Alright, we gotta go. No, don't do that, crazy lady. I was hoping she wouldn't do that, but she did. Alright, we are going for some blocks here. It's alright. I might die here. Nope, we're good. I forgot. After the phase 2 begins, she does have an additional hit in that combo.
Why must you and the legendary Stalker impede my work and get in my way?
Stop hitting me, crazy lady. I was trying to just continue to spam dodge, but between the stamina management and my greed of wanting to stagger her and then also wanting to heal, my mind was everywhere. I was like, what should I do? All the above, I suppose. All the above, I suppose. Alright. Let's try that again. This time we're going... Oh. Really? Alright. That's the hardest part, is grabbing the ergo.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
Lock onto Markiona. Miss the perfect guard. Watch the breakdance fight. There you go.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
And actually just sprint out of range there. Phase 2, she'll do that quite a bit more, which is really annoying. Oh, lovely. Thank you for that. Hope there's Eliza P2. Me too.
How do you propose repaying me for my lost time?
If there's not a true sequel, or like I say a direct sequel, there'll certainly be a continuation from Neo is on this kind of fairy tale multiverse, if you will. What the heck? Why am I attacking so slowly?
Scream for my pleasure.
Oh, okay. Let's go up here and see if we can get the fatal.
little puppet to push me this far.
Alright. Oh, that's not even gonna hit her. Okay, what am I doing? That's the additional attack she now does now that she's in phase 2. Oh, come on. Okay, got that. Let's get this flame blitz off. Missed the dodge. There you go. Missed the grab attempt, I mean. Oh, that's a scary one. I tried to heal because I'm a coward, and that's what happens. That is what happens to cowards. You die. You die even though you try and preserve your life. Alright, lovely. Just lovely, I say. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we?
To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Hyper focused. Okay, breakdance fight. We're good. Spam R1. Go for another charge. Go. I'm gonna go for a heal right here. Another heal. Lovely. That little attack of yours is so cheap. Lovely. Markiona. New Game Plus. Legendary Stalker. Not very nice. But I will say that after, since patch 1.09, it's so much easier. You can take a lot more punishment. Oh, goody.
Became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Lovely. Oh, I hate that combo. All the delays make it quite tough.
Why must you and the legendary Stalker impede my work and get in my way?
Jesus, man, they just go crazy on those little desperation combos when they know you're at a critical state. It's funny because this game will know that it's called Crisis, and whenever you have such low health, you can get benefits from that based on the way you invest your points or your quartz, specifically for your P organ. But Crisis is a state that also triggers some behavioral things from the bosses, which is kind of cool. Lovely. We missed that one, unfortunately. Let's dodge this, sprint out of the way. Alright.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Susanna, what's up, Susanna? How are you? She's getting real greedy today. I was trying to dodge in forward, but I couldn't get the iframes. I got hit, which staggered me, and then I tried to dodge again, and I couldn't do it. And if you're that close to that attack, you just want to get in close to her so that you can actually avoid the orbs until she brings them back in, because you're not going to be able to sprint out of them or outpace that. Let's see, I didn't seem to have enough time last time to apply my flame grinder.
Puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
Sprint out of the breakdance maneuver. There you go. Lovely.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
Gonna heal. Perfect guard. Watch for the dodge here. Yeah, that's a 3-hit combo. She is on one today, the arch puppet is anyways. Grab attempt. Okay, we're gonna get this fatal off of. Oh my gosh. We didn't get to do it. That's insane. Alright, just guard. Heal. Close the distance. See if we can get some extra fire damage in here, I guess.
I left my work half complete for this. How do you propose to pay me for my lost time?
You know. Oh, that's not a good one. Not good at all. Alright. Lovely. There you want to just move laterally, but I was just panicking. It happens. It happens. Alright, let's continue onward. So it looks like, hey, the 2 keyframes, it's not destroying stream, so that's good. Last stream was an absolute disaster.
To think I became
YouTube
anxious
kept disconnecting my stream. I was making me mad. Making me really sad and mad and all the feels.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Why must you, the legendary Stalker, impede my work and get in my way?
You know, Markiona, I'd love to be able to stun you. That'd be so cool. Ah, your tracking is annoying. Oh, now, okay. Now you let me do it.
How humiliating that you should see the power I was saving for Leia.
Alright, moment of truth. He's got that fourth attack now added to the combo. Dodge the grab attempt.
Why must you and the legendary Stalker impede my work and get in
You get a perfect guard, pretty much interrupts everything, which is great. This is the nasty one, guys. That's okay. We did a perfect guard anyway, so we pull it off.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Oh, I left my work half complete for this. How do you propose repaying me for my lost time?
Oh my gosh. Heal. Okay. Stop doing that, you crazy lady.
Why must you and the legendary Stalker impede my work and get in my way?
She is insane, man.
Enough. Who you are doesn't matter anymore. Die.
Die, crazy lady. My gosh.
Leia.
Oh. Pin cushion Markiona. That was insane.
In a fight to the death.
Oof. That was tough, guys. GG's in the chat. GG's. That was incredible. Very challenging fight, by the way. With the bow, I mean, she's got all kinds of ranges covered. You got 2 enemies to focus on as well. It can get a little hectic, that's for sure. All right, that was a little hectic. GG's, guys. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That was awesome. We're gonna run through here. This is where we're treated to a cutscene that we will be skipping for the sake of the challenge run.
This can't be. Are all those humans?
Kind of.
Just how evil does someone have to be to do something like this?
Oh, Gemini, you little coward. Don't you worry. We've got Rosara over here.
Rosara wants to be your friend.
She's so sweet.
Will you be my friend?
We're definitely going to complete her side quest, of course.
Hello, Rosara. I will wait for. Rosara. I am Rosara. I want to go back, please. I will wait. I need my shoes.
Oh gosh, you're back at it again? Okay. I'll get your shoes, don't you worry.
Oh, the carnival garden.
If you guys weren't already aware, there's some pretty fun things you can do with some of the new gestures. Here's one of them. They don't mind at all. As long as they don't begin an attack, you can continue to keep them de-aggroed. So he's trying to aggro there, and he's like, oh man, he's dancing. So pretty cool, right? German gamer, what's up? We just beat Markiona. You missed it. I'm having a great day. We're gonna get the first carnival coin here. Nice. Do. Shot put. We're going to use our first carnival coin in here. Go ahead and activate it. And while we watch this little thing play out, we learn the tap dance gesture that we just used. If this was your first playthrough, this is where you'd be able to obtain said gesture. It's got a number of uses, actually. We'll be using it quite a few times in this carnival sequence.
Oh, now that's what I call a dance number. Come on, let's see your best moves.
Alright, so now that we have returned, we can go over here. I didn't know that people didn't notice this, but these mini games are actually something you can participate in, and if you do, you get a little prize. I mean, you can use the sawtooth wheel, or honestly, you can use infinite ammo to do it this way instead. That way, if you miss as much as you want, it doesn't matter because it's not going to cost you any consumables, any throwables, anything like that. Oh, we're so close. Just painted the first map. Nice. So we got the Royal Flower tea set. This is going to be a quest item that we can use to further the Wandering Merchant's little mini quest there. Some dialogue options, really. Alright, so we're going to take out that enemy. There is another maid variant over here. It's pretty much the maid, but they've got like their sweepers instead. What's up, Oliva? How you doing? We're going to be going in this door here before long, but let's drop down here first. Gemini's indicating there's a butterfly nearby. What's up, Broseph? Once it appears, we're going to use our Fable art to kill it. Avoid all the silliness. What the heck was that? Did she like cancel her animation? You mean Inhuman, of course. Oh, you better. You better mean Inhuman. I don't know this human fellow you speak of. We get some Fable Catalyst. And you know, I'm actually... Why not? Why not use it against this jerk wagon here? Again. I need more. I'm trying to find the easier. I don't want to equip it. I just want to use it. Okay, there you go. Should we have this equipped? Absolutely not. Big damage. Okay. Lovely. It's like, can you break that thing already? Headbutt. All right. Oh, Reliable says, I'm sick. Oh no, don't be sick. Why are you sick? German says you just need to aim the head straight toward the target to make the minigame perfect. Yeah, sort of. It depends on what you're using. The throwables all have different trajectories, but it's not nearly as easy as like as aiming in free aiming in Souls-like. It's not the same. I've tried it extensively, not only in my first playthrough, but in the for the 100% guide, and it's quite inconsistent, honestly. That's an ambush we're avoiding there. It's not nearly as easy as it is in Dark Souls, where you know exactly what you're gonna throw, but the sawtooth wheels typically go a little bit to the right, and then man, every projectile has a slightly different trajectory, and I was like, oh wow, this is annoying. You know what we should do? It's fine. I'll say we should change this out, but it's okay. We'll use it. Oh gosh. Yeah, go back. Pairing with the bow feels illegal? Sort of. While he's figuring out how to undo his leash. Grunting Phantom, yeah. Pairing with a bow feels illegal? A little bit. But not really. Hey, we have to create range, so whenever we're unable to do so, I think it's fair. You've yet to play Dork Souls? Oh, Dark Souls. Sorry, I thought you said Dork Souls. I was like, wow. So you're angry. No, okay. I thought you said Dork Souls. I can't read for whatever reason. That's funny. Alright, so we'll take this guy out. Oh, no fun. I forgot you can throw subsequent things like that. I should have just gone for a charge attack. That was silly. We'll do that next. We would have been ambushed had we not taken out the little brother. But we did. Crazy little dancing puppets, man. Alright, we're gonna grab this item up here. And then we're going to insert the carnival coin. This is one of the fun mini games. I really do enjoy this one. With the bow, it might actually be either interesting or sucky. I'm gonna see if I can actually target these from here and see how it works. Let's see. Nope, you can't target him. That actually sucks then. Instead, we're gonna roll into him like this. Ow, balls. Yeah, I think we got it. I didn't count, but that should have been fine. Grunting Phantom says, in your opinion, what boss gave you the most difficulty in Lies of P? Phantom, are you talking base game or DLC? Base game or DLC? In base game, I think Simon Manus was actually quite difficult. learning the timing for the 2 Dragon Sword was super annoying. And Simon Manus, he can hit really hard, and he was just kind of, he lumbers around so much you can't tell if he's attacking or he's, you know, just kind of using a feint. He's quite difficult to read. So I think Simon Manus was the hardest for me. Took me the most attempts anyways. Okay, we've got that area. Base game would be Simon Manus. DLC would likely be the Tyrannical Predator. I had a hell of a time with the Tyrannical Predator. Similarly, the reason why I had a challenge with the crocodile boss is because I hadn't played in like over a year when I first fought it the first time, right? And then in subsequent attempts, it's just difficult because it's so damn big and it causes the camera to do crazy things. So it's a super aggressive boss that then pushes you against the corner, and then when you're against the corner, the camera just goes crazy. So it's a tough fight in general. Again, he's got a handful of great movesets. He attacks so quickly, he can cover such crazy ground. So this is a new chest for New Game Plus, just so you guys know. It's +1 Winter's Amulet. But I think I had the most difficulty with the Tyrannical Predator in the DLC and Simon Manus from the base game. Those were the hardest bosses for me. Okay, we can do that in just a moment because we're gonna die anyways to that creature, and I'd rather get everything I can first with minimal deaths. What about you, Phantom? Which bosses did you struggle with the most? I think we look great, by the way. If my character moves forward like that, that's not me. I'm not doing that. My joystick's completely messed up, so it like fights against me. If I try and run backwards, it won't let me because it's always pressing forward, so I have to always be pressing back or tapping back like this, so it's kind of silly. But this is a newer controller too. I say newer, it's about maybe 6 months old or so. And man, it's already messed up, so it's quite annoying. When you have a melee weapon, you can actually break. There you go. His grip. Alright, we'll use one of our last heals and clear out this lower area. I'm hoping that the those little bombardier guys don't give us too much trouble as we try and get Rosara's shoes anyways. Actually gonna face this way so I can see if there's any horses incoming. Oh lovely, he already sees me! You jerk wagon. You're a jerk. Okay, he's dead. That was terrifying, by the way. Gonna grab Rosara's shoes. Gonna drop down here and turn left. Lovely. We didn't even get enough damage off to finish him off. That's so annoying. We've got this mini game here we'll do. You guys are worse than the babies. Alright. I don't know why I did a charge attack there, but... This one's great if you are patient. I am not. I lack the patience. Alright, we got our miraculous recovery ampule for our hard work. There isn't anything back here, which is interesting. I always thought there'd be something tucked away, but there isn't. And then we're going to go around, drop down, and then we'll return to that kind of open area. There's another carnival key here. Carnival coin, sorry. So we got that carnival coin. We're going to drop down here. Grab this item. I think it's a sharp pipe if I'm not mistaken. And we have this brother. Sell him the tea set. We'll buy the key and also this amulet and the golden records. The golden records are of course only available on New Game Plus files, so. Alright. So you can use a carnival coin here, and that's going to give you one item, but you can actually get 2 items here because you keep getting the prompt to do the little dance. So if we actually do a little tap dance here, we can get the other secret item that's available for us. And you get an emote or a new gesture called cheer. And to my knowledge, that one doesn't do anything anywhere else, but we can try it. You can use it for the puppet in the barren swamp. He does like that. Yay, we win! You lose! He's not impressed. Okay. Oh, okay. Very well then. So now we'll circle back around. We're gonna give Rosara her shoes. And since is everybody dead here? Yeah, everybody's dead. So we'll just run through actually and do this, so I don't have to fight the enemies again because I'm lazy. Gonna get the black rabbit, or use the black rabbit hole key. We'll grab this new item and this new set of gear. And once you actually obtain the gear, always put it on so you can get the lore from it. So, for example, you can go to your gear and you want to swap it out with whatever you just picked up. I don't remember which one it was. I think it's this one. Maybe not. It's the eccentrics. There you go. It was the eccentrics gear. And on your first playthrough, you're going to know which one you obtained. So you get the second key there, which we're going to be using back at Hotel Krat. But now we can go give Rosara her shoes. We'll tag the Stargazer, replenish all of our health.
I need my shoes to... Oh!
I need my shoes. Phantom says actually struggled a little with the nameless puppet and in the DLC Markiona. Yeah, Markiona was interesting at first. It was just a matter of understanding the mechanic of having 2 enemies to deal with, but you don't really have to worry about the puppet much. Only every once in a while. You can dance with her. She will respond to that. You can do a little tap dance and she'll dance with you, so. Since I'm kind of showing you guys everything. I'm doing 100% guide, by the way, but this is a challenge run, so I'm just kind of going through things that I know. It helps me with the videos I need to do for my recordings with the 100% run anyway, so it's good practice. The nameless puppet wasn't so bad. It was an excellent fight, but it wasn't hard. For me. It was an excellent fight, though. Well, since we went through the entire carnival using the flame grinder, we're only going to change it for this one fight, which is kind of silly, but... Alright, we do have a little bit of an encounter up ahead. We're going to be fighting with an elite variant of the enemy that I don't even know what he is. He's like a joker or a jester, and he's just quite unpredictable, and his flame attacks are just so strong. You'll probably see me. I'd rather just get these so I can get some Fable. Don't want to be interrupted. I'm facing off with this dummy. Just gonna fire off the light shots and get hit in the face anyways. Lovely. Lovely. Oh yeah. That's an easy thing to do. You think you're strong enough and you're like, oh, maybe not, and you die. Because you're overestimating your own health and stuff. That happens. It's a good fight though. I think the Nameless Puppet was fantastic. Alright, we are going to go ahead and use our Blitz Grinder here. Once he breaks out. That damage is just crazy. My character's going crazy because he doesn't like if I run towards the screen, it goes absolutely bonkers because my controller's so messed up. Ah, stop that. Oh gosh, okay. No, okay. Get away. Away. I'm dead. Oh, I would have had him too. That's the thing. The funny thing about this game is like you can go on and do excellent and then it just takes one mistake and you're just toast. Love the fight and the lore behind it. That's with almost everything in this game. Oh yeah. This game's fantastic. You know that I don't know where you found me, Grunting Phantom. I don't think I've seen you in chat before, but I do have a lore channel. This is actually my smaller channel where I just do instructional guides, challenge runs, and things like that. But my main channel is a lore channel that I cover. I've been covering Lies of P since it came out, and the demo actually. So be sure to check it out. I'm a full-time content creator, so it goes a long way for you guys to check those videos out. Your viewership is very meaningful to me, and I really appreciate it. Because you could be watching anybody else, and instead you're here with me, so thank you all so much for that. But yeah, I'm a full-time content creator going on 4 years now this September. So excited about it. Can't wait to continue just seeing where this takes me. Me and my beautiful family. That was probably a bad idea. I should have just kept spamming. There, there, there. Lovely. Phantom says, I actually recently just found you through the 100% Lies of P guy. Oh, nice. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's for the base game. I'm doing the DLC as well, but I've had a handful of procedures on my mouth done, like this week, and I was just in a lot of pain. It was hard for me to talk, so I'll be doing another one most likely tomorrow. I do want to take a day off because I want to I've been planning to take my wife out to dinner, so I'm like, I want to take her out and do all that stuff. So I'll be doing that tonight, but tomorrow I plan on doing another episode for the 100% DLC guide and then continue from that point forward, you know? Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just focusing. You can easily just side strafe that if you don't want to use like a perfection grindstone or time your parries. I thought I had that. Oh gosh. Thank you for whoever subscribed. I'll give you some kudos in a second. Try not to screw this up again. Alright, now I can focus on you. Oh, we get an ergo from the Crystal of the Eternal from them. That's interesting. German says the same, so you also found me through the guide. I'll definitely check out the DLC guide for my New Game Plus run then. So stoked to see what little secrets I missed. Oh yeah. So just so you know, on New Game Plus, just like any subsequent playthrough of the, you know, base game or anything for Liza P, there are going to be additional chests that appear that will not appear on a fresh save. So on a New Game file, they will not appear, but on a New Game Plus file, they will appear. So I'll point those out here in the challenge run. But aside from that, yeah, you're gonna have to, if you're doing a New Game Plus run, explore every nook and cranny like always, because there's going to be some additional chests that you would miss otherwise. I pointed one out already here that gives you the +1 Winter's Amulet, but yeah, otherwise you will miss stuff if you're going to use for your New Game Plus run. It's good for new game files. Did I already do everything here? I did. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go lie to the blind girl. Thank you so much for subscribing, Donny Boy 3. I appreciate that.
That missing persons poster. You saw it too, right?
And if you're a fan of the lore, check out my lore channel. Like I said, it's just the Inhuman one. I've been covering lore since the demo. I've got, I would say I'm probably one of the like most consistent content creators for Liza P lore and theories. Shayla, what's going on? How are you?
Hello? Is someone there?
No. She's so annoying, this blind lady. And she was a terrible alchemist. She was literally in the Zealoter underground facility, so she was doing very unsavory things.
Hello?
How much more damage do I get out of this? Not very much. Not very much. Shayla, how's it going today? I figured I would do a little bit of a test run since yesterday's fiasco of a freaking stream. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna change a few settings and see if it works. Seems to be working fine, but I don't know.
You there? Can you help? This is you see a
I see an easel.
even though I
And then we need to lie to her.
since I'm sure you one unfortunately stumbling. What do you think? What do you see?
It's incredible. Thank you so much for subscribing, Syed Mohammed Falzan. Welcome to the channel. This is our way to Hotel Krat, which is Eventide Hotel Krat, or the Eventide Hotel, and we'll be arriving here. We'll be chasing down Spring, of course, the little kitty cat, and along the way we are going to be chatting with everybody really quickly, getting reacquainted, and then clearing up some of the things from the past. So I know that in the present timeline, we do need to jump over to the Barren Swamp, teach him how to cheer. We can get some cat dust, which is going to be great for the Zealoter underground facility. So, Shayla says, I am good. Hope you are. I missed your Markiona fight. I cannot believe you, Shayla. It was a good fight. She was kicking my ass for like a good, well, I was going to say 30 minutes, but no, maybe 15, 20 minutes then. And I just wasn't, I hadn't played since yesterday, and I was like, ooh, man, like she's kind of doing the thing here, kicking my butt. And I just did a little bit better with the perfect guards, and I was a little bit more aggressive with the Fable arts, and it worked out pretty nicely. So you can hear the little kitty cat, she actually drops down into, from this little area here. goes into the what is it, the duct or the vent or whatever. And if you go down the lift, you can see where she came out. And it is canonically a she. Her name is Spring. Like the season. This is a long elevator. A very long ride. What's up, Tosin James? Thank you so much for the follow over on Kick. And Spring came out through there. So she dropped all the way down there, came out.
Hotel Krat.
This is the training area.
Myself. This must be before the grand opening.
You can change your arm here. You can open this for an upgraded, or for the ability to upgrade your P organ. Not that one, boys. Don't be nasty. It's this one. So we can do that. That's the training area. We can upgrade our weapon. I already changed it out for a... I changed the bow out for a technique crank. And it worked beautifully. Davildoto says hi. What's up, man? That's really hard to say. Davildoto. How are you? Rox1 says Spring or Bonbon? It's Spring. 100% Spring. Grunting Phantom, thank you so much for the follow. Now you're over on Twitch. I really appreciate that. I was just gonna say that it's really nice to see everybody, and you too, I love that. But I am trying to grow my streaming community quite a bit across all the different platforms. So of course you have YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and all that. So whatever platform you prefer to watch on, please go follow on that. I am trying to grow the my streaming community. I've been streaming for a long time actually, but I'd consider myself more a content creator than a streamer. I'm just a content creator that streams. But I don't have the largest stream following, but I love streaming more than I love making content actually now, after doing it for 9 years. So I would say that in retrospect, I do love and prefer streaming because I get to connect with you guys like live. It's more organic. There's no script involved. I can just, you know, kind of funny, crazy things happen, you know, and that's what I like. So yes, I really appreciate it, Phantom, for you following on both platforms. That's awesome. It's with people like you that, you know, I'm able to continue living my dream, and then of course, you know, growing the community, because you always have to take that risk, and it's people like you that just like, yeah, he only has a few subscribers or a few followers, sure, I'll follow him, and you create this great snowball effect. So I really appreciate that. His back hurts. Oh, you're really chatty, big guy. Okay, so we did beat Markiona, so we could technically get the macabre. We could get the amulet. Remember, these aren't tied to any achievements, by the way. And then we can get this. This will be for Spring. We'll get this. We actually don't need that because we already have it, don't we? So we'll get this. We'll get the quartz instead. I like it. Why would it give us two? That's so weird. It wouldn't give us two. It wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't. I was thinking through it out loud. We're gonna give Spring her little thingy majabber. Come here, girl. Shayla says, I beat Lumakio first try today. I was shocked. I normally struggle with him. Lumakio is quite a jerk. Only because, I mean, it's a great fight, I think, but he heals a bunch, which sucks. And then additionally, the thing that I don't like about the fight is that in the second phase, he's just so annoying. He does so much damage. He breaks guard so easily. He's just a jerk. Hey, I'm a kitty cat too. Meet Spring, everybody. Aw, you're so precious. I was so happy to see the kid. Oh, me too. That was so neat. I thought that was just a great little detail. All right, let's go. Oh, what? Oh, she's not here anymore. She appeared right back by Lumakio. And this jerk. Let's ask about Leia. Let's ask about this. Ask about Romeo. Ask about the year, ask about the fat guy.
There's someone in mind. If you're looking for the legend.
And then we can use a handful of gestures here. Actually, I am going to try something really cool. And I'm not going to reveal it yet until probably the next stream when we finish the DLC. I anticipate that. I don't know if we'll beat it today, but where's my Stalker salute?
Splendid. What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name. It's been far too long.
Yeah, he's just a jerk mostly because of his ability to heal. Any boss that heals is just blasphemous. And I know that we heal all the time, but that doesn't count because we're the player character. We can do whatever we want. Alright, so we've spoken to Lumakio. I am going to try something really interesting. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but I am going to try something in the Lumakio fight. You guys are more than welcome to see it when I do it. I don't want to reveal it because then, you know, it's no fun. I haven't tested it out yet, so I'd like to test it because I thought of it. You know what we can do? I would like to purchase some more of these guys. How come? What? I can only buy 2 at a time? I should be able to buy them. Oh, I don't have enough fruit. Okay. Grab those fruit, brother. They're just expensive, that's all. Okay, well that sucks. So we are going to start using that just for fun then. I want to have like max stamina. That way I can go like pure. So you can plant another seed. But what will it do, I wonder? I'm sure you pick it up and then you just have it in your inventory. You can't do anything with it.
I've never seen anything like it.
We're going to go to the second Black Rabbit hole, which is their little hideout. Their hidey hole. We're going to get the youngest apparel, if I'm not mistaken. And when you go into your inventory, go into the costume, and then go and select it as well. They'll have that little icon next to it. Put it on, and then once you take it off, or actually once you put it on, you're going to get some additional like lore. And that happens for every single set, so it's really nice. I don't remember where it went, though. Here, delivery receipt. But anyways, that's all of that for now. Shayla says the bosses shouldn't heal because they do more damage per hit than we do, and their health bar is huge compared to ours. That's a good point, Shayla. I never really thought about that because I know that like most people are like, well, we heal, but I don't know. I always forget to change my amulets, so always remind me. But yeah, I certainly agree in that regard. I'm like, well, they're hard. They're way harder. They're way more. They deal way more damage, and just like you said, they've got plenty of benefits already. Let's head down to the Zealoter underground facility. And we have switched to the Flame Grindstone. We picked up a few Wish Stones for the cube, which I've never really used. And now we also have the correct amulets equipped. The Carnival, we just absolutely donked up. We did nothing intelligent there. We used a Flame Grindstone and the Murderous Puppets amulet. That's fine. I was just adding difficulty to the challenge. This is one of those New Game Plus chests. Grunting Phantom. You get the Iron Wall +1. I said grumpy because there is I have a view, the regular chat. And Grumpy, gosh, I can't remember his name, but he's really funny. Alright, there's more of Leia's handiwork. And she, in her haste, left her key. I agree with your opinion, Shayla. It's a good one. Alright, so a few things we can do here. You can fall through and die. Or freeze, I'm just kidding. That door's locked. We'll be opening that in due time. And we can make our way up and around. We don't need to worry about the area or exploring the area down with the frozen stuff because there's just nothing that we can actually do there. There's the third black rabbit hole we'll be checking out, essentially just a hideout. Can grab this though. And we're gonna run over here for now.
Did you hear that? Could that be Leia?
Leia doesn't scream like that.
No one in our time knows how she disappeared or how she died. Even if she died.
Oh gosh. Ooh, I didn't know you were gonna be so fast.
To do with this
I was over here just, yeah, I'll get him. He's a little faster than I thought. Grunting Phantom says, oh look, a free item. Or is it? Or is it? The hell? That'll be a shortcut here in due time. We'll be able to turn off the coolant as well, and we'll be going down there a little bit later on. We don't need to actually worry about any of these guys. We'll wait for the big guy to come over here. He'll do all the work for us. I love this outfit, by the way, this guy. The Wukong crossover event. Wukong was a fantastic game, by the way, but crossover event yielded some really cool stuff. The Azure Dragon Crescent Glaive being one of my favorite items. Now, this guy will wake up. You don't have to worry about him, but this guy to the left. To the left, there he is. The guy on the right just kind of is there for bait. Alright, we'll come get that a little bit later. I'm gonna drop down for now. This area always, I get frozen here every time. Every time. Oh god, the rats, it's the rats. I have a phobia, all you new people. I don't like rats. Well, they're actually pretty easy to kill though, at least. Alright, then we got one on the other side of this pipe and then one up here. I'm just gonna go for the light attacks then. Yeah, light attack spam is the way to go for that. No! Okay, good. It's enough to stagger him. How fantastic is that? How wonderful is that? Alright, great. Alright. This is shortcut number 1. So we just took out that fat zombie scientist man. We're gonna continue on though. Another tease of an item we're gonna get, and then, oh, it's a free backstab, but it's not. It's most certainly not. These guys are a lot faster than they seem to be at first glance. What's your favorite Souls-like, excluding FromSoft titles? 1 second, guys. My wife's calling me. Let me make sure everything's okay. 1 second, I just want to make sure she's fine. Okay, we should be good. Thank you guys for your patience. I was just making sure my wife is all good. Favorite Souls-like? My favorite Souls-like of all time is Lies of P now. I've made a whole... It was a tough decision, but I mean... It's... Bloodborne has been my favorite for almost well, I guess a decade. But because it hasn't received any additional attention over the years, no remake or remaster in sight, there's 4 flaws that that game has that just simply are not present in this game. And Lies of P has been one of the best experiences I've ever had, ever. So Lies of P is my all-time favorite Souls-like from now on. Until they do a remaster remake, then I can revisit that topic. But yeah, Lies of P is just a superior game in my opinion. As much as I love Bloodborne, much as I love all that stuff, it just doesn't, it's just different. Oh god, okay. Doesn't this pipe break? Jump scare. Alright. And now, from this angle, you would think you'd be able to see all the little traps. You would think, huh? Let's go this way, though, so we can take out the big guy. I really love how Lies of P reminded me of Bloodborne. Oh, it did. It has a very, very similar vibe, for sure. I love Bloodborne. Like I said, it was obviously one of my favorites for the longest. It was my favorite for a decade, but Lies of P, once the DLC came out, I was just like, it's honestly just, it's just a better game. And because, I mean, given Bloodborne is 10 years old, but it's just, there were some flaws with it that this game just doesn't have. In terms of quality of life stuff, which is the worst, you know? Those are the worst kind of flaws to have. Oh my gosh, I was spamming my Fable art. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, Lies of P is my all-time favorite Souls-like now. Bloodborne is still my favorite FromSoft title. But before that was like my all-time favorite. Oh man, I hate when I die. That's fine. But I have a shortcut, right? Yeah, there you go. We're fine. German says mine was Forspoken. How come Forspoken, that's not a Souls-like, right? That's just the open world game? Am I correct in saying that or no? Forspoken, isn't that game, it's kind of like an open world, a little bit more sandboxy. I'm not patient. Sorry. There you go. You ruined this guy's entrance. Pretty sure it's an open world game. I don't really see it as a Souls-like. Yeah, I don't think it's a Souls-like, but definitely an interesting game nonetheless. Normally it's not a Souls, yeah. Hi. Oh, he got me anyways. Alright, let's go get our revenge. I can't believe that silly blob killed us. Nah. I'll still go this way just for the sake of muscle memory, because I do have to actually do this when I record tomorrow. Oh, balls! Okay, I was sprinting. That's fine. That's me. We're gonna come down here. Go through the prison area. A rehabilitation center. I love how they call these rehabilitation centers. It seems like a great way to torture folks. I can't believe I freaking missed that. Idiot. Okay. Now, go down here and get ambushed. And then we'll go around again. But it's best to not have to dodge all that junk in the meantime. Alright, getting all the goodies today. So you like Forspoken, huh? That's interesting. A lot of people didn't enjoy it very much. There's really harsh critics, in my opinion, but I thought it was a fine game. Alright. Do. Now we can go back up. This is actually, well, we don't need to go back up, but this is the area that we would have taken a right in, but we keep going this way instead. Why do I keep doing that? That's weird. Okay. Our Rock says hate Forspoken. See, you're the problem. I'm just kidding. I'm teasing. A lot of people had that opinion. I didn't hate it. I just thought that I think the premise was nice. I think some of the dialogue was just a little odd. It was trying too hard, I think. Only in some parts though. But yeah, it was interesting nonetheless. Hey, buddy. But yeah, I don't think it was a bad game. It's not my favorite type of game. I think it's a good game. I think it's much better than how harshly people criticized it. Nice. Yeah, exactly. It's just not Lies of P. I prefer, my favorite genres are Souls-like, so action RPGs. I like Metroidvanias and roguelites as well. So those are my three favorite types of games. I do love horror games as well. And I often play quite a bit of indie games too, but can I get you through here? Ah. This dude, man. Dude, man's taking forever. Out of my way. Very nice. Pick up the goodies. Do you think it's in our best interest to drop down here and then come back up, if I'm not mistaken? Why would you not lock on? That was so weird. I locked onto her specifically for that. That was weird. I pretty much like the same. I mean, my first game was Demon Souls on the PS2. Oh, nice. Tenacious Amulet. How come I don't remember that one? I remember the lore on it though. It's like something never giving up or something like that. Yeah. I don't know why they ever give us duplicates that have no additional value. You can't equip more than one of the same type of amulet, so I think that's a little odd. I think like if you missed it on a previous playthrough, it'd be nice to have it, but if you already have it, it shouldn't take up a slot, because the more New Game Pluses you use, going to have hundreds of the same amulets that don't do anything, don't add any value, you know? Alright, so now we go this way. Talon says, I'm in the same area. I need to watch this to see if you how to turn off the cold areas. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll try my best to get to that point before long. This won't be the longest stream today. It's kind of like a little bonus stream. Because I do have some plans tonight. This dude. We can open the shortcut as well. No reason not to come in here though. Crumpled interrogation log. And we got that area. Okay, cool. Oh, really? There it is. There it is.
I'd say the deceased was
Lore.
a high-ranking one too. Could be the warden. Even he fell to the legendary Stalker in a single blow. So, no warden, no control. Would explain all the chaos here.
Alright, then we got the noisy fellow over here. We're getting closer to the instructions. We're going to open up this shortcut. I got to the next Stargazer a few minutes ago. Maybe it's after that. Yeah, it's not. It's actually like... there's a boss in this area. And that's what you need to do, I think, if I'm not mistaken, to clear it out. It's been... I mean, I don't remember. I forget all the intricacies of it. Oh, whoops. I already exhausted your dialogue? Alright, so then we can go grab the item down here. One of the little teasers here. And then we're going to go back to the Stargazer. The dude will be dead. And that kind of closes out that Stalker's little quest line. I guess we could go ahead and level as well. We'll get that up to 35 or 40 maybe, depending on how I feel. So now he's dead and Gemini says something obvious.
It's really sad. But there wasn't any way to save him.
Gemini was very talkative this DLC. Yeah, he's kind of a dum-dum. It was DLX, bro. What do you mean? It's the special DLX. Ooh, I forgot about you. Because I was preparing for the ambush up ahead. Lovely. Took some free damage. Yeah, you can't turn it off until you beat that boss. I didn't think so, Shayla. That's why I was like, So keep pressing forward, Talon. There's not like a special way to do it. It's you can't miss it, essentially. Oh, lovely. Spam, baby. Lovely. Whoa, he's got moves, man. The hell? Was not expecting that. Little close quarters combat with the bow. Alright, so essentially we're going to be weaving through here, coming back up, clearing this area out, opening up that shortcut, and then we'll be checking out that area. All in due time. Can we do it? We did. Okay, that was scary. It's coming in kind of hot. Trying to remember what we should do first. This is for the guide, okay, guys? Oh, yeah, we don't want to go there first. We don't want to go there first. Talon says thanks for the info. Yeah, no doubt, man. That's the other side. This will be a lot easier now. Oh, balls. Did I get grabbed? No, I didn't. Okay. I could have done that way safer, but that's not my style. How are you still standing, Brosif? You get a backstab. Oh, never mind. You're gonna get backstabbed. Phantom says screw it. 100% run bow only time. Yep, might as well. You have the guide now. I'll do it and then you can follow my footsteps. We'll do it together. Now those little moblin guys, those guys do, they have really good drops. Okay, he's taking his time. I don't care. I'm going to open this up. Oh, I thought I was going to have some iframes on that. Sorry for the scream. That terrified me. Safe is boring. That's why I always do. I typically do challenge runs on my first playthrough of any game. Hey, I didn't know you were here. And then you just want that little dude to come fall down, don't ya? Don't ya? He wanted his little projectile friend to do things. Okay, those were just pissing me off. Now we can go this way. And then we have this little guy to deal with. Son of a mother. Okay, we got it. I was so scared we were going to pull that off. That was insane. Worth it. Totally worth it, in my opinion. That was awesome. Now that enemy does respawn, believe it or not. And we got the Puppet of the Future Welder's Blade. Cool. Puppet of the Future's Welder Blade. And then now we've come full circle. At this point, we can now drop down. You see how it kind of weaves together so beautifully? It's like in real life. So here I just hug the right side so we don't activate the little dude yet. Spam R1 and then Crazy Man's gonna aggro here in a little bit. Once we get this item, get his line of sight. R1 his ass to death. And then the butterfly will appear. We'll lock onto the butterfly, do a charged R2. Oh, or not. There you go. And then R1 spam. Black Talon says, do you limit your use of the Legion Arm? I am not using a Legion Arm at all. I'm just using the Arm of Steel, but I haven't even pressed L2 a single time this run. So I will only deal damage using the bow. So I haven't used any Legion Arm whatsoever. The bow covers range as well as, of course, a little bit more up close and personal combat. So it does all the things. Okay, so this enemy's a jerk. I'm going to use some Fable. I don't really use it often, but I am going to use a Fable Catalyst. I don't have... let's see. We're going to do some things, so I can just quickly do this. This, and this. That way I don't have to be in my inventory all day. Alright, let's do things. Hit him! Shit! Where's the... I'm sorry for cussing. I got scared. Where was my way out? Oh, it closed. Okay, that's what happened. That was hilarious. My bad, guy. I didn't mean to cuss. It happens. Oh, lovely. Stamina regen is going to be a lot slower as well. This dude, bro, man. Would you die already? My gosh. I have to get behind him. It's not gonna let me get it, is it? No, I'm like inside of him right now. I was in his guts. I was in his guts. What I meant to say, instead of saying the bad, I meant to say... That's what I meant to say. Oh gosh, that was terrifying. So I didn't realize that the door closed. So we came in here and these closed. So yeah, that's certainly not a strategy to try and kite him, because he is massive, and you could, if they, you know, they designed this section very well because he's large enough to not be able to fit. So it would have been a way to kite him and be able to attack him from afar, but you can't do that. You're forced to a close quarters combat scenario. That was very close indeed. I didn't mean to do that. That's why I don't like items in my belt. That's okay. Now this opened up.
What exactly are the alchemists researching anyway? It has to be for a cure. How else could they justify such horrifying deeds? Oh, I want to forget what we saw, but I can't.
All right. Okay, so then from here, we're just going to do a little bit of parkour. I'm just kidding. Platforming. It's just a series of falls, really. She's not very happy. Oh, I can do all this now. You're no longer a threat. The bow trivializes quite a few of those little scenarios like that.
Is that Veronique?
How does he even know who Veronique is? And the fact that he knows is interesting.
Up against her this very moment.
Lovely.
I bet we can help her. Let's hope.
Oh. Thank you for following Adam Smith. Is that your real name? You sound like a pilgrim. That's a pilgrim's name. Adam Smith. Do do do. Good thing we're like 2 feet away. This is the path I go. Okay, I was like, where did I go? Oh my gosh. Typical Soulsborne. Oh yeah. I forgot to just continue. I was like, I'm so glad that I'm doing this now, because on my walkthrough I would have not done that. Sweet. Alright, now that we're over here, we can drop down this way safely. The good and proper way. Alright. Nothing over here in these boxes, believe it or not. Just a teaser item. I know this for a fact, because I've always cracked those. I always hope that they're like, maybe this time they'll yield something nice. Here, you just want to kind of tease it. Hey. And you land here, and then there's an idiot over here trying to be all cheeky. Die. You kill him, and then that would just take you right back up, so you don't need to really worry about that. That's actually another entrance or exit, if you will. You can go up here, but there's no need. So instead, hold on. Oh yeah. So instead, we're gonna go through here, take out some of these little buggers. That's interesting. So 2 shots, which is the standard R2, is enough to freeze them up. Or you can just R1 spam. I like that better. Get the cat dust. We could have got a free cat dust from the puppet in the Barren Swamp too. Here's our little teaser item from the view that we just dropped down. So our ancient disc, we'll be trading for some cosmetic items, but since we already have them, we'll go for the quartz. Then we drop down here. Maybe we can climb up the ladder. Actually, no, we drop down. The ladder would take us to nowhere, actually. Nowheresville. Drop down. Oh gosh, that was scary. There you go. We're gonna run this way. Grab this. That's another key. That's the third key, which is actually in this area. Wait for this to chill out, and then we're going to drop down there. That'll take us to a safer area we can drop down from. We go in here, grab the item. Or not. I'm freezing! I'm standing in it because I'm brave. Anti-freeze amp. How ironic. You got that shut off anyways, didn't you? You little bastard. If you do get frozen, first off, die so you can get the shiver emote. But if not, then just continue to spam roll, and then you'll reduce your freeze meter even faster. Hi. Ow. How are you so well equipped for everything? Range and close quarters combat. All the things. Alright, so now we drop down yet again. Oh, that reflection freaked me out. Alright, and don't be dumb like I've done for like 7 playthroughs and drop down there and take all the damage. Instead, just go here. And you get a nice little plunge attack as well. Do not fall down again, or you will die. There will be an opportunity for you to go down there, though, so don't you worry about it. Black Talon, hopefully you've gotten this far. Have you done this, my good friend? She's gonna be such a pain. She's gonna be so... I can't wait for this part. Alright, I kind of want to break her... Okay. I don't remember, guys, because this is a challenge run file. Where the hell do I get the acidic grindstone? I know one exists. I just don't know where to get it anymore. It's got to be from a merchant or something, right? Because I was like, oh, let me use it. I'm like, I can't. We're going to have to do some cheap tactics. Cheap tactics engaged. Change out our amulet so we can do some murdering. All right, there's a safe way down. I almost died to grunting or phantom. I'm gonna call you phantom because every time I want to say grumpy because I have someone that always pops in chat. It's grumpy. Blacktown says no. I stopped at the Stargate, so this is my next. Yeah, continue forward and then we'll be good. Pulcinella should have it. Okay. Pulcinella is Vanini's puppet. Polendina is the one behind the desk. I love this opening attack here. Helltoe Krat Vanini puppet. Oh, okay, that's Pulcinella. No! I forgot about your attack. Sorry. Sorry for screaming. Okay, we still have juice. That's weird. I don't remember her timing, and I don't feel like learning it right now, so... Shoot! Okay, you tried it. You tried it. God, I hate when you do that. You're tough. I'll give you that. Come on, fool. Okay, I didn't mean to do that attack, that last attack.
I am indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique. Never surrender.
Oh my gosh, stop that. How did she dodge that? We could have had it if we pulled out that last attack, but now we're dead.
I am indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique. Never surrender.
Oh my gosh.
Leave this laboratory. For the sake of Krat.
Oh my gosh. We could have first tried her, guys, but there was that one technique, man. If I didn't miss that Fable shot, she would have been dead. Oh, that's so annoying. You gotta give him a special box first. Thanks, Rox.
All left alive will freeze here. This is where we die.
I can't believe that.
We must hold on.
Let me out of this corner, woman. I can't get out. I'm like literally stuck. Okay, there you go.
I am indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique. Never surrender.
I'm coming for you. All right. Get out of here. Ow.
Leave this
I was mashing triangle, but I couldn't get it off. Whenever you're doing that, like flurry, that Legolas, like six arrow flurry, you are locked into that. Oh, and now the deaths begin. The death montage begins. That's so annoying. I had it.
all left alive will freeze here. This is where we die. I must hold on. Leaves this
I was pancaked, I think.
for the sake of Krat.
Is the technique crank the correct one to use on the bow? Yeah, technique crank is going to scale your dexterity, and that's what the bow scales off of, so yes. It would be, you know, there's a few choices you can make, but yeah, I'd be the best one in my opinion. If you're scaling your technique, absolutely. Well, well, well.
The blaze. Make it stop.
Okay, maybe we don't try and punish when she slams. That's just annoying.
I must hold on. Indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique. Never surrender.
I can't believe I missed that, man. I missed the stagger opportunity because I let go of R2 3 hours early. Jeez Louise, man. I could have got her first try, Shayla, and now she's getting under my skin. I'm a little angry. Disappointed that I made some critical mistakes on that first attempt.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop. Alchemist bastards! What did your dogs do to me? Alchemist bastards! What did your dogs do to me? I am indomitable! Bear the pain, Veronique! Never surrender!
Coming after you, Veronique. Not happy.
Don't lose reason, Veronique! Don't give up! Don't give in!
Oh, GG's. What a jerk, man. Damn.
Forgive me.
Oh,
Test subject.
that was tough.
Defeated. I die as I live.
Give me your gear. It's awesome. Boom, first try. Absolutely. We totally dominated that. Okay, then we can... That was rough, man. My blood pressure is just like so high right now. All right, Black Talon, then you go here and you do this, and then the coolant is going to be turned off, and you can go to the 2 areas that have the, you know, the need for you to go ahead and return to, so you can get all the goodies. But we're gonna go here first so we can grab additional items. That was a fun fight though with the bow, I'm not gonna lie. So here you see the main area, which is where the stargazer's at. You can drop down there. You're gonna need to because there's gonna be a pathway that leads through. And then there's a second area that you go to another stargazer where you kind of progress even further. So.
Fought until the bitter end. Even if we could have helped her, it was far too late. At least her suffering is over. I hope she can be at peace and rest now.
We're gonna tag this real quick first because I don't want to have to do this walk again. I feel like I missed something. No, I don't think I did. We're just gonna take this to the next stargazer. Actually, that's all we're trying to do. Thanks for the info, you bet. GG, Sasha. Thank you. We're just gonna take it to the first stargazer, then go back to the very beginning, okay? Of the Zealoter underground facility, because then we need to explore those areas where the coolant is no longer blocking us or preventing passage. It's funny that he shoots a bow like a left-handed person, but then he uses his right hand for the majority of the weapons that he wields. Alright, so like I said, you can always just go back, but I just don't feel like doing that, so we're gonna go press forward and then we're gonna warp. Oh my god, and then we're gonna warp back. You okay? My wife opened the fridge and like everything fell out. I'm like, okay. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Alidoro.
I suppose I still let me get this all. I'll take my name. I consider. I'm pleased.
Gonna ask him what he's doing here. We get the horn. That's actually a alternate method to get the golden seed if you don't have Toma's whistle. You can go to the zoo and do all the thing, blow that bad boy if you need to, and you will get the bird to drop it. But we are going to be equipping that just because it looks awesome. We're going to press forward and we're going to tag the stargazer. Get this first. Klaus's luxury bag is going to expand his inventory. Thing of beauty. Lies of Sekiro, what's up, man? Lies of Bloodborne? That is insane. A bow run, yeah. Making some excellent progress. The base game was a piece of cake, so we jumped into the DLC. We're getting our butts handed to us. In the best of ways. Alright, so let's open up this shortcut. And just to kind of give you an idea of where we're at, this is the second area with the coolant. You can go through here. This is where the fat dude is, the shortcut that we had as well. So we're gonna just go backwards this way because we do what we want. Oh my gosh. Okay, my bad. Yes, I'm ignoring the people behind me. And that's okay. Really. Liza P plus sector content, so it's a simple user. You just have your mind in one thing, and that is perfect parries and perfect guards. Alright, let's go ahead and open up the third rabbit hole area, and then we're going to check out that first coolant free zone now. So we're back to the stargazer here. You don't have to warp, you know, it's fine. You can go down here, do this first. I always forget this part. Oh, I say that, but I don't. I don't actually forget. This area's got like 50 jump scares. So if you run for the backstab there, you're gonna get completely donked up. Oh, good hit, sir. Lies of Sakuta says, you bet. Perfect guards and parries are my main focus. Same, I love that. In any run, if any game, I'm sorry, if it has parries or like anything timing based, I love it. I automatically am like, yep, I win. So yeah, I definitely know the feeling. Parries are so satisfying. Perfect guards in this game are actually satisfying as well. Equally satisfying. Alright, so now that we grab that, we can go ahead over here. Shoot him in the, whatever, his torso hole. And then what we're going to do is actually go back to the yet another area. Let's take that one out first. He's going to shoot me in the, yep. When you're doing your flurry, you're stuck in that animation, so kind of is what it is. We're just going to mash roll here so we can get rid of this. This is the cheap man's, the poor man's frozen ampule. Right there. Phantom says, pairing is for chumps. I just tanked everything. That's funny. Yeah. Tanks are the way to go. You gotta just tank the damage. Not even block it, right? You just need to tank it. That's the way to deal with it. I think he's down here. Oh, that's right. He is down here. We're gonna go this way real quick. Nah, I'll forget. I'll mess it up. So let's go here. Sorry. We didn't ever change our thingy. We didn't change back to the flame grindstone. This one is a little bit... Actually, this one's more challenging because it's got a bunch of different targets. And now that's going to slow us down. If for whatever reason we miss it, we can always grab... Oh, we're certainly going to miss it. Run, boy! No. I couldn't heal. I was stuck in the animation of the 6th shot. And it just seems like I was sitting there, but yeah, it happens. The parry window in Lies of P is much slimmer than in Sekiro. Is it? I've only played like 30 minutes of Sekiro. I do want to play it, but at the time, Bloodborne was like my favorite. Oh, I got the shiver. Emote again. Gesture. But yeah, in either case. I played like the first 30 minutes of Sekiro. I knew I was going to love it. It's just an incredible game. And at the time, Bloodborne was my all-time favorite Souls-like, so I was like, you know, I feel like I just need to hold this in the top rank right now. Sekiro's probably going to do something about that. So I was like, yeah. And so I ended up not playing it because I was playing it on the Google Stadia as a test. And I loved it. I thought it was great. But I have not finished it. I've only played like 30 minutes of it, so... Once things slow down, this year is just not looking like things are going to slow down anytime soon, but maybe in November, December, we can go and do a Sekiro playthrough and eventual challenge run, of course. How the hell am I missing those shots? That was strange. It's 8 frames in Lies of P and 12 or 14 frames in Sekiro. Dang, Shayla with the knowledge. Those are things I don't really learn to like. Okay, so like those things I usually don't know about, and I just kind of, it's more like an instinctual like feel thing for me. But it's nice to know like how narrow the gap is because it just makes you feel like a badass. Sekiro is heavily disguised rhythm game, and once you get that down, the bosses are very enjoyable. Nice. There, how about that? Where the hell did the other ones go? Oh. No! What the balls? Okay. They die weird. We got an ancient disc for our troubles. We got our ergo back, so hell yes. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Alidora. Go back to your hole. Alright, now that we've done all that, we can go this way. Hello. I usually circle around this way, that's why I panicked. I always circle to his metal arm, his left arm, but I was like, I panicked, because I was like, I went the wrong way. My goat just cannot rest. Yeah, dude, he's always doing things. Always meddling. I thought I saw somebody, yeah. Can y'all stop? Thank you. Shotgun Ice. What is this, Mega Man X? Shayla says that's one reason why Liza P is so difficult. That being said, it's all a timing thing in all of the Souls and Souls-like games. Some just has tighter timing than others. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Some are just more forgiving than others. I'm tired of fighting these guys. One arrow at a time. Oh yeah, Souls-likes are my favorite subgenre. I like action RPGs or action adventure RPG, anything like that is tons of fun. And then Metroidvanias and roguelites, those would be the rest. You know, I always miss this. I always forget that. This is gonna be fun. I was gonna say, it does too. Okay, brother. I'm just gonna cheese it because I don't feel like doing that all over again. And I'm not going in here because there's tons of enemies. This should give me some fable. And then we'll do this and then this. We're gonna aggro all his friends. Lovely. Yep, we aggroed all his friends. They hit pretty hard too, but we'll finish them off real quick. So charge, okay, so R2 doesn't have like that additional backstep if you're R1 spamming and dodging. That's interesting. Not gonna lie, says Liza Sekiro, I only have one complaint about the bow, and that's the fact that there isn't much stuff that buffs its damage. What do you mean by that? Because technique, it scales off technique. You can use any of the grinders. So you can apply elemental damage to the bow. You got all kinds of things, brother. So scale your technique, and then other than that, you can use your flame grindstone, your electric blitz grindstone, the acidic one if you're not an idiot and have it like me. don't have it like me. That's what I meant to say, because I don't have it. I've been like, I need the acidic grindstone. I'm like, oh, come on. I keep forgetting. This was my challenge run file, so I didn't have all of the goodies. And I just rushed through it for whatever reason when I was doing the Azure Dragon Crescent Glaive only. And so I didn't realize that I just rushed through it, which is really uncharacteristic of me. I typically do everything on my challenge runs. It was weird, but it was funny. Ruben, thank you so much for subscribing, my friend. The Technique Amulet. Well, Technique Amulet, but then this one right here does excellent work for it. So the Armor of God Amulet increases physical damage upon a successful attack. So every time you hit an enemy with an arrow, you're doing more and more damage. So R1 spam is crazy right here. And then you can go for like additional stamina as well. Okay, so we went there. There was something I was gonna do, guys. Oh, I need to go back to the Rabbit Brotherhood house or whatever. I think next time I'll do that first. Oh, that was cool. If you kill me, I'm just gonna keep spamming, but I was saying, if you kill me, I will ruin your little digital life. Markiona's amulet is the only one that actually gives the bow a buff straight up. You know, I don't even know what her amulet is. If that's the case, I'll go craft it. Nice. I'd craft it in lieu of anything that deals additional damage, because you're on New Game Plus, it doesn't really matter. Like, I haven't even been using the proper amulet here, for example. Should be using Carcass here. I was using that for, I'm assuming there was a boss I was fighting. Oh, Veronique. Okay, now that we're finally up here, good gosh. I think I'm just going to do this first on the walkthrough. Make sure we do the Rabbit Brotherhood hole first, and then drop down, because that's a lot of backtracking for me. Ah, I see. Well, I use the charge attack more than anything, honestly, so that might not be a good buff for me, because I use the R1 spam and for certain enemies, but if not, then I'm using the charge attack almost exclusively. All right, and then of course you always want to equip and unequip it so you can see all the happy memories of those dingbats. It doesn't buff heavy attacks. Yeah, it says standard attacks or something like that, or light attacks, like you said. You're correct. All right, so now we need to go to the Eventide Hotel Krat. Jump in here, expand the inventory, talk with all the bros, and then we should be at the next Stargazer. I'm trying to think, did I not tag it, or did I die, or what did I do? I thought I was pressing forward. Beyond Veronique's area. My memory's escaping me. I'm at that point where I'm getting really hungry. The fatigue is setting in. I'm hungry. My memory's failing me. My commentary's starting to suck. We're gonna give him his bag. He gives us a little taste of what the shop has. Oh, he left. I don't trust you. Plundering amulet. We already picked up these things. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if that would really... I don't want increased stamina consumption, because stamina is literally the one thing you need with the bow. Normal attacks, yeah. That'd be wonderful if we're like just spamming R1, I suppose, but let's see how much it costs. I mean, let's see how much... What is the stamina cost? I'd rather have flat damage increase versus specific types of damage. And it looks really nice, which is key, right? We gotta look good. You look good, you feel good, you play good. That's what I always say. Extreme Modification Amulet is one of the best because it gives you 25% damage on everything. You have all 5 Fable slots filled up. I don't even have 5 Fable slots on this file. I may or may not. I need to check and see if I do or don't. I'm getting my files mixed up. I think I have 5. Yeah. I'm so confused. Hold on. What did I do here? Hold on, I gotta think of something. Oh, I made it to the... That's right, okay. My bad, guys. I got mixed up. That's awesome. Let me see. I think I do have... I use my Fable almost like the moment I get it, though. That's the bad part. So it's a fun amulet to have if you're just using basic shots, but I use my Fable shots immediately. Yeah, so then I went through here. I went all the way through the back. That's what we did. Okay. That then led me to this area. The Elixir Zone, where I met Alidoro, and then now we went back to the main area with the shortcut. It's just the lift is what threw me off. That's pretty cool, Lies of Sekiro. Pretty cool indeed. Alright, so let's run through here real quick. Alright. We get the blind girl stuff. So she was dealing with all this stuff. Already sketching some of the things she had seen. And she was nuts. And I think that's going to be it for today. This was kind of just a bonus stream, so I'm not going to go all my full 3 hours or anything like that. I want to know your favorite part in the stream. Would you consider doing a bow-only run yourself? I'd love to know. But guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my lore channel, which is my main channel. That is just the Inhuman one. Again, I have plenty of lore videos out on Lies of P. This channel, of course, has all the challenge runs and instructional guides. We'll be doing more parts of the 100% guide for the DLC starting tomorrow. So I want to say thank you all so much again for stopping by. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for being the best part of my channel.